where people from all parts of the organization, outside of product, outside of engineering, as well as our own teams, get together and hack some of their ideas.
Does innovation necessarily need to come from C-level or from a tactical level? Is it top to bottom, or is it bottom up that works better in this in driving innovation forward?
The answer is it comes from everywhere. I'm a big believer in bringing diverse voices to the table, because that variety of ways of thinking, life experience, background, etc., that is sparking creativity. Often people at different points in the organization view processes or products or ideas differently because of the experience that they're having in the organization. And so we need to listen to everybody. And I love when creativity and innovation comes bottom up. One of the best things that we do at Just Eat Takeaway is our hackathon twice a year, where people from all parts of the organization, outside of product, outside of engineering, as well as our own teams, get together and hack some of their ideas. And they are sometimes some of the most exciting things. At the same time, at the C level, I think there's two elements to our role. One is seeing that broader business context, which might not be obvious to people who are in our teams and working in certain areas, and may not have the context of other things that are happening around the business. We can connect the dots for those people, but we can also look at how we might transform something on a broader scale. The other role for us is championing that innovation and those voices to allow people the space to be able to innovate and feel that their voices will be heard and raise their ideas up, so that we are actually accessing the best ideas and the most innovative thinking within our organization, because those things are the things that help take our product forward. They are the things that help us to drive our businesses forward, and might be the thing that really makes the difference between success and failure. So creating a culture and environment where those things can come to the fore is a really big part of any kind of C-level role, and something I take really seriously.
Absolutely agree. Culture is hugely important to drive innovation and give everyone an opportunity to speak up and bring ideas and innovation. But how do you keep up that culture, and how do you cultivate that everyone feels comfortable speaking up and having a voice?
There's no perfect answer to that, and I think that stems from a few things. One is that we're all individual human beings with different ways that we like to learn, different ways that we take on information, and different ways that we spark ideas. Yeah. I'm really in favour of bouncing ideas off other people. That really helps me. But I also know that lots of people find it better to sit themselves and think and write their ideas down and then come and discuss them. So creating a culture where people feel comfortable to ask for what they need and talk about how they learn best or how they work best is essential. The other part of this for me is that I don't think you can beat getting close to the user and getting close to the product. So I regularly go out and use the product as a customer. I talk to customers and interview customers all the time, but I also go out delivering food. I also go and visit restaurants, and I've even done shifts in several restaurants, cooking food and being on the side of preparing and getting it ready to hand over to a courier. Because until you have experienced that, you don't really know your product and you don't really know the problem you're solving. So I'm a big believer in that, so much so that we've created a program at Just Eat Takeaway called Jet Meets, and that's for anybody in product and tech to go out and experience those things. So we have organised trips for people to go and be a courier for the day. We have organised trips to visit restaurants of different types, ask questions, see how technology is used in reality. And from that program, we have seen a number of small improvements which are really meaningful in the product. And we wouldn't have made those changes had we not been there. The other side of it is some of that is around customer service and other things in that nature, like around our operations. And I often find when I speak to colleagues in those areas, they're full of ideas, but they don't know how feasible they are from a technology perspective. So having those conversations and accessing all of those ideas is so valuable, and something I really encourage people across my team to take part in.